Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2893 of What She Up To Now. She are my initials, so I have been documenting since 2018, probably since 2017, on and off, but in 2018, I started to do it every day and pretty much in earnest. Now, I have missed a couple of days, literally just a couple, maybe three, over the course of that going on 9-year period because of usually illness or like when I had COVID, I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't get out of bed Christmas Day 2019. Before they even knew COVID was a thing, I was like down and out. My family was traveling, and so it was just me at home, sick as a dog on the couch, and I could barely get up, much less get anything out of my throat, and coughing so much I couldn't even go 30 seconds without coughing. So it wouldn't have made a very good video. Well, today we're going to have background noise because, of course, as I was testing and setting this video up, there wasn't any, but as soon as I started to record, the furnace kicked in. Why? Because I live in Wisconsin and it's cold as the dickens out. So today and this year, I want to welcome everybody to 2026. I'm hoping that everybody has their best year yet and an absolutely fantastic year. So welcome to the new year. Thank you for joining me. I have been working on and doing annual challenges since 2018. 2018, like everybody else, scared to death to show my face on video, right? And you're going to see a lot of changes in my background, in my lighting and things. My daughter actually helped me set up one light, or actually she did it for me. Set up a light for me yesterday. We've got 2 of those I'm going to set up, and I've ordered a backdrop so we're not looking at my, like she calls it, my vision loss pom-pom cat explosion toy. That's what she called it yesterday. It is, it's funny, but it makes me smile and happy, and it reminds me that no matter what happens in our life and in my life, I can find a way to still be creative, still move forward, still create the life and the things that I want. So this year's annual challenge is the Supersize annual challenge. I was going to call it Supersize Your Business for the Supersize Your Business group, and then Supersize You as our individual annual challenge. And I decided I'm just going to call it Supersize because I can cut it down, keep it shorter, and I will use all 3 terms interchangeably. Supersize You, Supersize annual challenge, Supersize Your Business annual challenge, because I'm sharing it out in different groups in different capacities and in different ways in order to help more people, right? Including myself, because me sharing this is part of my personal purpose and to make the world a better place, right? We all want to have an impact. The older we get, the more we want to have an impact. Know that what we did here on planet Earth mattered and that it made a difference, at least for some people, right? We're not for everybody. I'm definitely not for everybody. I don't even like everybody. Everybody doesn't like me. So why would I expect everybody to like me? I wouldn't. That would be delusional. It'd be like thinking I could change the weather, which I don't have the ability to do that. I remind my daughter and my family often that I cannot read minds either. Would be awesome, sort of, if I could sometimes. If we could pick and choose what we wanted to read out of people's minds, that would be awesome. But if we had to listen to all of it, heck, we can't even listen to all the stuff that goes on in our own head, much less would we want to hear what's going on in everybody else's head. So today we talked about what does supersize mean to you? Because like everything else, we get to decide what everything means. I get to decide what beautiful means. You get to decide what beautiful means. Something that you think is beautiful, I might think is heinous and horrible, and vice versa. So the first thing I do every month when we talk about each of the different life framework areas, I share a 9-part life framework: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And I'll tell the story about how and why I came about those categories probably ad nauseum this year. But for right now, all you need to know is we will spend 1 month on different areas, different tools, and different topics this year in each of those areas. Why? Because it's that important. I learned the very hard way what happens if you totally ignore even just one of those areas or aspects of your life, or heaven forbid, multiple of those. And I was doing multiple and literally dropped dead. Again, you'll hear that story, I'm sure, this year too. So what does supersize mean to you right now based on your current results? And just write down what are some of your current results, what's showing up in your life. Share some of the things that you love about it, and then some of the things that you don't love so much or you would like to see improve. Because I guarantee if you work with me, and you don't have to work with me, but you have to show up every day, listen to the short video, take the action step, by the end of this year, you will hardly recognize the transformations and the person that you've become. Because you're going to go from where you are right now to the actual ideal version of yourself, because you're going to define that today too. So what is the current version of Supersize and what does it mean to you? And then what does your end of the year Supersize you, Supersize business, Supersize whatever, what does that look like? Because we're going to look at, this is our current identity, that's our new identity, and everything we do is going to be pulling us toward that new identity, so that achieving it by the end of this year is absolutely positively inevitable. It will happen if you just show up and do one little thing every day to move you toward that. I'll be doing it right along with you. I do the annual challenge right along with everybody else every day because it reinforces the things that I want to have show up and create in my life as well. So I will share a bunch of tools, a bunch of strategies, a bunch of tips, and then one little action item every day for this year's challenge. And I think I mentioned it's going to live in the Skool community classroom. Joining my Skool community is free right now. I highly recommend that you do it while it's free, because it's not going to be free forever. The annual challenge is actually a $4.97 course offering right now. But if you join while it's free and I have founding members, I will grandfather you in and I can automatically open that up for you. And you'll have access to it forever, 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 as long as you stay in the community. If that's of interest to you, here's your call to action. All you have to do is ask. Ask me in the comments below. Put in the word, I don't want to use school, but put it, because I'm sure Facebook doesn't like that. Put in yes, just put in yes. And that will indicate to me that you want the invitation link to that. I'll send it to you and you can, super easy to sign up. I love the platform, and I'll let you know a little secret. I was on it in a training that I took over a year ago, and I didn't even know I was on it. I didn't even know what it was. Now, when I saw at the end of the year all of the changes that have happened to the Skool platform just in this last year, my mind was blown, because I joined in August, started my community up like almost right away, like I think within less than a week. And then it's been kind of languishing because I didn't know what to do with it. But I've been spending the last couple of months learning and growing and figuring out how Skool works and how I can help others to be really successful quickly on it, and how to help them get ranked in the highest category is called discovery. One of the groups I'm a member of is at number 5. One is at several of them are in the top 100 in each of the different categories there are. So it's fun. It's gamified. It's all of the things I wish I had had throughout my career and throughout both my corporate career and starting and owning and operating the different businesses I've been involved in. Because once I left corporate America, guess what? I was on my own. Had to build my own team, had to find my own people, didn't have that ready set of experts and knowledgeable people in all the different business categories at my fingertips like I did when I was in corporate and running my businesses. All of a sudden, when I was still in corporate, if I had a technical question or an IT question, whether it was about the company we worked in or one of my businesses, I always knew an expert I could go ask and they would help. And once you leave an organization, they don't always be that helpful. All right. That's enough rambling for today. If I can help in any way, hit me up and ask. If you need anything, any question. I had a great chat with a lady yesterday, so know that I am available. I love it when people actually reach out, because it shows me that they're ready to move forward and solve the problem that they're on or that they're having. And guess what? Every single problem, every challenge that we have is absolutely, positively handleable. The universe is just testing us with all that stuff. And when we approach it that way, we get excited and curious about solving the problem instead of frozen and paranoid and frustrated and sad and angry and doubtful and worryful and fearful and all those negative things we don't want to feel. All right. Have an awesome first day of the year, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.